Joey on it this week. Yeah.
All right.
Welcome
Now
to the show. Here we go. Yeah. Welcome to the show. We got Joey on the show this week. Yeah. So I'm going to talk about Joey with Joey and Jarran from Talking Trash. And yeah. Hi. What's up? I feel like it's a nice jovial way to say hi.
Is your hair red right now?
Might be. We don't even know.
It does. Yeah, it still looks red, actually. What's going on
ginger,
there? Yeah,
it's just my lighting in it. My lighting setup. All the studio system that's going on right now.
Apparently.
RGB. Fresh.
Apparently. All right, guys, welcome to the show. This is Talking Trash. I am Domtomato.
I am Jarran Zen.
I do the jumps. Front flip. I generally fail at life. Other than that, but I'm okay.
Yeah, I made the music for the channel, and I'm generally quite pessimistic about things. And I usually wear all black because it represents my soul. And this week's guest is
me.
Yeah, it's Joey Wells.
Yo,
Joey Wells.
Joey Wells here, aka Big Master Jumper.
Yeah. So I'll give people a quick rundown because I feel like it's easier than like big up in yourself. But basically, during our what era was it called? Because we had like old school, then golden era, then I don't know. You guys have seen the video. This is Sydney. It's like one of the most popular videos to ever come out of Sydney. This guy is the star of it. But Joey used to train with us all the time. He's a very, very high level athlete. I don't know if you still are, bro, because I didn't talk to you in time. But he had an innate like swag about everything he did. Very like almost Spanish-esque flow and style, and that always was something that radiated with a lot of people. And just generally, I think he's a pretty cool guy. So I wanted you guys to get the chance to meet him.
Yeah, man, definitely. Like I remember you like epitomized tech for me. You'd just like take these massive standing prees and just be like, doom. And that was always like
that. Shout out to Gus, bro.
Ooh,
I learned from Gus.
Shout out to Gus.
I learned from Gus. Yeah.
Gusty Gus.
I copied all his moves.
Yeah. That's another one of the mythical Sydney beasts that people don't know about is like Gusty Rodriguez.
You have to get him on.
If
you can find him, he's.
Well, I mean, we
lives
chat
in the mountains or something.
Well, like literally, I go to Olympic Park to train at the gym once, and Gus was there. It's like,
oh my god!
It's the only time I was even in Sydney.
Did you take a photo?
Are you sure it was real?
Sure it was real.
We took a photo, but then in the photo, Gus wasn't there. It was like it was crazy, man. It was crazy. It was like a vampire.
He's wild, man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so
hey,
for those people
thanks for having
watching,
me.
no, of course, bro. I would recommend if you haven't seen This Is Sydney, go and watch This Is Sydney. You'll see Joey jumping around, and that'll give you a good just gauge of what Joey is parkour-wise. But now we're going to go through what the last 24 hours of our life are, and then I'm just got a whole bunch of questions to catch up on you, bro. So, Jarran.
Joey, you start.
Joey, start. What's the last 24 hours of your life, Joey?
Last 24 hours, well, I did 10,000 push-ups, obviously.
What, like literally?
No, I'm joking.
Literally did 10,000 push-ups.
No, I'm joking. No, I had work.
What do you do for work?
Dude, Officeworks Glebe, come in, get something printed.
Oh shit, I've actually been to Officeworks Glebe. That's where Jarran ordered this headphones and this microphone from.
What are they?
And I came and picked up.
The Bose?
No, it's the Audio Technica.
Audio Technica,
because it was the podcasting pack.
I can tell.
I know my shit, you know.
Yeah. I said that's the D3s. Yeah, of course.
Well, so I basically wanted to get him a microphone that he could then take to Marx's and be all like rap game MC with it.
Fresh. And obviously it worked because Dom is now the super rap MC.
Yeah, bro, this is my new look. It's just the gangster rap look. That's why we went with it tonight, because obviously I'm MC Thug Domtomato.
Of course.
That's going to change my Instagram handle. So how long have you been working at Officeworks?
I've been Officeworks, what is it, 2.5 years maybe?
Oh yeah, churning on.
Yeah. But I'm supposed to be, I did a film degree.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm supposed to be finished, but COVID interrupted my internship. So I got to wait till that starts up again until I can get the
and that's
D.
like the practical component of
Exactly.
it?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
So just working at the moment, taking a bunch of photos. Yeah.
Yes, which I will definitely get more into. That's like one of my biggest topic points, I guess I have for you. But we'll come back to that, and we'll go to Jarran's 24 hours.
24 hours. So basically, we have just finished like the 36 packs for Beat Division. So we now have 36 tracks that are basically going to be now marketed out to all the little content creators in the world, and then we're gonna make some more, which means that
fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that wasn't clear to the people listening and watching, the beats that you hear in the videos that you're like, I can't get a hold of them, I can't find them anywhere, you will now be able to find a whole bunch of them accessible to you to use. Correct? Not correct, Jarran?
Yes, correct.
To use.
Which means that
Not royalty free.
No, royalty free.
Royalty free.
That's the idea.
That's the idea. Is that basically now everyone, like, you get pinged on YouTube for all of that shit.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like going, here's some interactive music that you can just like do what you want, like, and just fucking get it.
Dope. That'll do so well because people are always after that.
Well, labels are on a warpath now. Apparently people, they have like actual divisions in record labels just to go around YouTube and be like, block that, demonetize that, and YouTube doesn't get involved. They're just like, no, we're not fucking with the labels. You guys just tell us what to block and we'll do it.
Crazy.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
Yeah.
Because one of the things, like the most classic parkour video, Pasha the Boss, which was like this epic that had that Kanye West track.
Great video.
And like insane, like groundbreaking content, like revolutionary filmmaking from Jason. And then it just got torn down as soon as that war started, like years and years ago, where they're like, oh, we're going to monetize everything now. So buy everything that was ever like popular and had a good song on it.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it sucks. But this also means that I have now got free headspace and studio time to start making you some more tracks.
Yes.
Yeah, can you have some brass in the hip hop and stuff and go bam, 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 bam.
I'm really into my brass, man. It's all about horns.
Literally.
Jarran, make that. Jarran, make that. Make that.
Sample that.
Okay.
Sample that, Jarran.
Okay. Yeah. That would be pretty easy.
Well, I guess that's.
So that was a long-winded thing.
Wow.
Yeah. What is there anything else fascinating in your inhabitants of hours?
No, my life is fucking boring. I just do the same circle every single day. It involves. Oh no, I've just started gymnastics. No more kettlebells. No more kettlebells because I gotta basically lose weight for yoga. Cause like I'm in there being like fat guy going, and so now I just like instead of getting swole, I need to get like lean and strong.
Small. You need to get small.
I need to get
small.
Small.
You need to get it small, not swole.
Yep.
Hey. Well, I mean that's how you should play it, honestly.
Exactly.
Hashtag get small.
Hashtag get small.
All right, Dom. What'd you do?
I edited a bunch of videos yesterday because I got recently downloaded the music you sent me quite a while ago, actually. So then, I just churned to like 3 videos last night. Went to bed, woke up, and I I've recently been doing extras work on home and away.
Oh,
So
you're
just-
allowed to say that now.
Yeah, well, I'm like, I basically can't say anything about obviously what happens there, but I can say that I'm an extra.
Oh
on
my
the show.
god, you
I'll
can
be in the
Bro,
background.
Are you the new
Spoilers.
Brax? Are you the new
But-
what's that gang? Blood and Sand.
That's me, bro.
Wait,
That's me.
they have a gang in Home and Away.
They have a bro, deadly.
Oh,
I don't
man.
actually watch the show. Do you ever watch the show, Joey?
Yeah, I used to watch it like what it used to come on after Simpsons,
Mm-hmm. You just let
And I
it
was-
play.
and I was like forced to
Yeah. Siblings and that.
just
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah.
It's fresh. It's
I don't think I've ever
Did-
watched a full episode.
it's breathtaking.
One thing I would say about it, which is not like obviously exclamatory or anything, it's just like the efficiency in which they produce that show and the high caliber of quality that it is insane. Like they
Yeah.
make so much television and they make it in such an efficient productive way, and it's just like bang, 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 everything's stipped, organized, really well done. And like it's so impressive to see such a large mechanism operating that smoothly, because usually when I've worked on movie sets or anything like that, you're fucking 4 hours behind and someone's not agreeing with someone and someone's getting their ass chewed out by like fucking their assistant. It's like all this chaos all the time.
Literally.
So that's
Gee,
why, I
forgot
mean-
the batteries again. Oh.
Yeah, big up Home and Away set for knowing their shit. That's I think is really cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
But then in my lunch break I went out and did some flips, which was sick because my foot hasn't been working it has been working, but it's been sore for the last few days. I like did a double side to my face, which I posted.
I saw.
And that blasted my ankle, right? And then I went to like this spot about 50 meters away with Kadori that we'd already seen him jump at. I was like, I'm definitely not doing it. And then in classic Kadori fashion, he took a good solid tenors to warm up. And I was like,
he's a beast.
bro, insane, right? Like he's been
Yeah,
doing it
he's
for 4
he's a
years.
weapon. I know, it's terrifying. I got a good
Yeah.
story about him. I'll tell later.
Sick,
but yeah.
sick. And then I did like that jump over the wire fence
Oh, dude, and your heel
after I'd blasted my foot.
touched, dude.
Yeah,
Did
my
it-
button heel.
Was it barbed wire?
Okay, so that bit that we jumped over didn't have barbed wire.
Okay,
It was
because
like
it
a
looked like
dip
your
in the
heel
fence.
touches the barb, and I was like, dude, what the heck?
There was like a little bit to the right of me, but it was like safe. But yeah, so that then because I did that jump after I'd blasted my ankle, then I was done. Like I couldn't even walk properly. I was like, oops.
Yeah, crazy.
So then I did some flips in my lunch break. That was sick. Really stoked about that. And then came back. I was meant to have a meeting, but didn't. And then Saturday night I went and got sushi, which was delicious. And I was something else. Oh yeah. And then so I'm in Redfern, just at Everleigh, and I'm walking back from my like lunch break for doing some flips and shit. And there's my cousin, Sam, just sitting there on the bench. I'm like, what? Like I haven't seen him probably like 4 or 5 months. I was like, hey man. So I just got to like have a 20-minute catch up with my cousin. It's like,
Correct.
brilliant. Amazing.
Dude,
Yeah, he's just working in an office space like nearby. So that was a cool coinky dink.
That's dope.
Coinky dink.
And yeah,
Jesus.
that's me, boys.
That was a fresh 24 hours, man.
Yeah, well, it involved like a flashback, but
Yeah.
we'll take it. We'll take it. So I guess the main question I wanted to ask you, and Jarran, if you could bring up Joey's Instagram. on the
I
screen
have
in
it
any way.
waiting. I have
I
it
knew you
waiting
would.
to bring
Oh,
up.
you guys...
I wanted to
We're gonna
ask
go
you
through Joey's Instagram.
about your type of photography, because I honestly haven't really seen such like a raw like when I first started I was like, why is Joey taking shitty photos, until I kind of started to
Yeah.
understand. Honestly,
I
I'm
know
not
it's
even-
like, and it's
No, yeah.
something.
but
Oh,
now
wait.
there's this like such
I'll
like
stop fucking your face up.
crisp, clear, like so almost like this side of Australian culture that's relatively unseen or unshown, or definitely not beautified. What's the fucking word? Glorified. Stop laughing at me.
Yeah, there's just something like, there's something so mundane about it, and that's what is so fucking amazing about it.
Wow.
But yeah, tell us how, why, what.
Yeah, you just
Why,
tell
what?
us why. Like, how did you get
Honestly,
on this trip?
So it was, I was, cause, all right, I was broke as like a kid and like a teenager. That's why we did parkour, because we had like no money. So, like me, Justin, Kaza, we all grew up together. We all trained together, whatever. So I'd never had a phone. Really funny story. I would meet the boys. We would train every Saturday at like 9 a.m. in the city, and I would meet him at town hall at the payphone, and I would have like a 50-cent coin, and I would have like their number memorized, and I'd put the 50 cent and then call them and be like, "I'm here. Where are you guys?" And then like meet him in the station somewhere.
Yeah.
So I think I was like, I don't know, 17 or something, 18. And Kazakh gave me his like old Samsung S0, like the first Samsung ever made.
Yeah.
And it was random because I was like, it had a camera on it. And we used to film these really bad parkour videos. When Instagram was like the 15-second video, you'd have to record and then let go. And then record.
Oh,
and then,
yeah,
like,
the combo. Yeah.
Yeah. And then all the areas like that we would train, like where we grew up was pretty rough. It was all like housing commission. So there was always just like legends walking around, you know what I mean? Like just cookers. Just
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? And I thought it was so funny. I would just take photos of them and be like, oh, like, come here. And then like get a photo of them and they're like, yeah. And then like I would get chased and like take photos of people chasing me. And like, it was just like, I thought it was so cool. And I stored up like all the photos, and then I never used to post them on Instagram because it was my feed was just
posted the
parkour.
jumps. Yeah.
I was like full into parkour. Like that.
When was
it.
the last time you posted a jump, by the way?
Dude, I archived all my videos.
Oh,
What? Who even are you, bro? That's sinful to me.
I know, but
That's
this, so this is the thing. This is the thing. So I had like, well, wait, I'll explain it later. I'll get back on the story of like taking photos. So I would get in all these like funny situations, and like my next door neighbor like threw himself out of his window, and I was like, "Are you all right, dude?" And he's like, "Yeah." Just take a photo. You know what I mean? So I like had all these like really random photos, and I just thought they were funny. I was like, bro, these are just, I never really thought much about it. And then I started posting them because I started to get into like a lot of street photography, and I was reading a lot of books at the library about like New York street photographers. I was like so inspired by New York street photographers like in the 50s.
No, you were reading books at the library.
I know, no, because free Wi-Fi. I never had Wi-Fi. So
Seen.
Come on. So I was like looking at it and getting like full inspired. But then I also really wanted to get a good camera because Hisu, who's a weapon.
Oh yeah.
His landscape was like, I was like, dude, I wish I could do landscape photography, but I have no money. Like I can't get a good camera. You know what I mean? And if I do landscape photography on my S3, it's like crap, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
So then I tried to do like different photography, and it just didn't work for me. And then I realized like I had the most fun when I just take photos of like what's around me and like what you know what I mean, like everyday life. And then it just came natural. Like I would just walk, and then it was just so easy to just take photos of like people. And
because sometimes I look at these photos, man, and I'm like, how are you standing in this place with this person in this situation? I'm like, what are you doing, Joey? Like, how are you there?
Honestly,
like I never see shit, man. I like walk around this, but I just go to spots really, and I go home. So but like, yeah, I just see like and some of them are super like powerful imagery. I don't know if you intended to be like this, like
well, see, you two can't see it right now, but I've just been going through Joey's Instagram and like blowing them up on the screen. We're currently at the 2 mini dirt bikes in the
Redbull skate park.
Yeah, man.
So that photo, like, funny story. They were just some of the boys in Riverwood, and then one of them, I was like, oh, I don't want to say his name, but anyway, I was like, yo, bro, can I take a photo? And he's like, oh yeah, but don't show my face. So then they like both put stuff on their face, and they would just ride around like on the footpath, and the cops would like chase them, and they're just like, it's so funny. It was just stuff like that. So I just thought that stuff was so cool.
Yeah, I reckon it is, and it's so Aussie. Like,
yeah,
like it's like, you know, not like bogan Aussie, but like real Aussie, like, and kind of in a way like what our gangster is like. You know what I mean?
I
you
know
know, I hear it. You know what I mean? Because like we don't have like the same ghetto kind of as America, or the same kind of like estates as the UK, but we do have like our areas of these like, and they're just sick cunts, man. We have like convict culture, bro.
Well,
so
it's
they
kind
have
of
such
like
funny mindset, you know. It's like just do whatever.
Like if you think about say LA, you've got like real kind of gangster culture, and everyone there is riding actual dirt bikes, and you know they're just on the street shredding it up, and these guys are on like little pit bikes, and it's like we're gonna go ham on that instead.
That's what I mean. It's so funny, but like also like the powerful imagery, I did feel a lot like you were saying. I really wanted to show this side of Australia, and also this side of Sydney, because a lot of Australia we see is like Home and Away or Neighbours. Like foreigners just see us or Crocodile Dundee.
Yes.
Great movie. But so I really want to show this like gritty side of Australia, which I was in. So I was like, man, I want to get this out because no one knows about it. So
it's really funny that you say like you want to show a gritty side of Australia, because even like within my kind of ethos in parkour, I try to sell this grittiness of like come from like we're fucking Aussie, like, so it's really interesting that that's something that I think like our scene wants to permeate more into like the wider communities in the world. Like fuck man, some of the shots, bro, just I'm like sometimes I'm like what, and sometimes I'm like what the fuck, that was sick.
Man, and like props, I try to show like respect to all the people I take photos of, like
for sure, for sure.
I really just want to try and share their story a little bit. It's just awesome. Like, if I could write posts about I was thinking about doing posts about the whole experiences of each photo, but it's just like, I just let people think, what happened?
No, dude. What you should do is do that as a book.
Yeah. So that's what I don't want to say anything, but that's what I'm working on.
That's a good idea. Yeah, so write all those things down. Things down.
I'm currently working on a photo book now.
That's great. I don't think you should be ashamed of that or hide that. I think this is one, you're in an open space where you can tell your mates, but also like you can promote that you're doing that in life. Don't be ashamed of going and striving for something. Cool.
I just don't know when it's going to come out. That's why I went like this. Because it could be 10 years.
Yeah, but now that you've said it, pressure's on.
Gives it wind.
The pressure's on. Next week.
But like the way you speak about these stories and the way you tell them in person, you could really sit down with a friend who wants to write. If you're not interested in writing, there's always ways to get that.
I love writing as well. Yeah, I'm passionate about writing as well. Yeah.
Well, funnily enough, like totally on subject is that over the last 24 hours, forgot to mention this, decided I'm going to write a book. Have already probably written a chapter.
Is it going to be about like training experience?
So it's training experiences, but not just parkour, like everything growing up with the I guess the mission statement is the ideology of maintaining happiness and drive through adversity. And
it seems that everyone's writing a book. This is Max Barker's book.
Oh yeah.
Fresh.
Oh, you got one.
Yeah. I got it all the way from the UK. When we had him on the show, I'm like, I'll go buy his book. And then I did.
Max Barker's a beast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It was again one of the inspirations for me starting. I was like, oh man, that's such a good like when he talked, it wasn't even that he made the book. It was watching him talk about the books. I read he did like asked me something about the book, and he just wrote a bunch of replies to people asking questions about it. And I was like, oh, that really resonates with me. Just the like another way of expressing yourself and wanting to tell these stories to, one, share knowledge, but two, just cool experience that then people can take whatever lessons from.
It's so dope. And to have a physical copy, it's just like so rewarding. You know what I mean? You can sit down and just read it. It's great.
Yeah. I think as well for me, it's also like mine's quite like from how I started framing it, it's a very honest standpoint. It's trying to like just give people that insight that they don't normally get character-wise, like these sort of conversations as well. Just some more long format, like this is how it works. Some shit like when people go like in the comment section, like, how do you train? I'm like, how the fuck do I explain that to you? Like me, I go to a pile that's like 6 meters away from the height. I jump into it. I'm like, that was my warm up. Like, what do you? I don't know how to explain that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's funny.
So tell us, one thing I wanted Jarran to do quickly is bring up just some of Hisu's photos because we give Hisu a little shout out.
Hisu, shout out. Big inspo.
Because he's from the same generation as Joey Parkour era from Sydney. A few of the international people may even remember him from Santorini. And did he do? He did the LCG as well.
Yeah, he killed LCG, I remember.
Yeah, he repped hard. So, like he was a big inspiration for your photos, you're saying?
Yeah, I'm a fan of everyone. So like it's weird. I'll fanboy over my homies. Like if they're good at something, I'm like, oh, I wish I thought of that. Like it's dope. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I remember going to like Cockatoo Island when Hisu first started taking photos, and he had this like little camera, and I was like, what's he doing with that thing? Like, he's just taking photos of like walls. And I was like, oh, that's like, yeah, it's cool. And then like,
it looks weird from the outside though, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I was like, I don't know what he's doing. Like, cause my style of photos is way different. I want to be amongst people and like take photos like gritty. So he's taking photos of, like walls, and like, I'm like, bro, I don't know. But then like, yeah, shapes, exactly. But then the photos come out and I'm like, dude, how did he see that it's crazy. So yeah, he's big inspo for me to open my eyes.
It's crazy because that's like the opposite of you, really.
It's like 100%.
Totally.
Yeah, you're around people, and he's like, I've got his pictures up right now. Actually, I think I saw but he got apparently the cover of Australian Photography.
Yeah, dude, he's killing it. Like,
he's been one of those people that like seems to excel at anything that he puts his mind to.
It's true.
It came with parkour, even like the little like challenges that we would do related to parkour, pseudo parkour. He would like, preempt what he was going to do, plan it really well, and then attack it like with super confidence. And like, don't know if it's like, his family upbringing or whatever. Oh, yeah, this story I heard of Hisu. Yeah, you got a funny one, right? Oh no, you got a funny one, Kadori. This is the story I heard of Hisu, right? So he gets to Epping Boys High School. It's like a very, very big boys' high school. It's a lot of like just a lot of boys there. It's like a huge school. And on the first day, he went and found like the biggest guy and beat him up. So that no one would fuck with it. He's in year 7 or year 8 or whatever, like the first, he just goes and finds the biggest guy in the school and beats his ass. And he's like, yeah, man. And like, I got told this from an ice skating friend who was like, Hisu?
You know that guy?
This is what that guy did. And I was like,
it's like, did you hang out with that guy? Do you know what he does?
and I asked Hisu about it, and Hisu's obviously like 20 at this point, and he was like, yeah, man, like it was like prison rules. I wasn't gonna get fucking stepped on for being a small Asian guy. So I was like, whoa, fair play. I mean, insane.
Hisu's a weapon, dude. I wish we trained more together. Like, yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I wish all of you cunts were still training, bro.
I know, dude.
You don't even know.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I lost everybody, man.
I know. I'll get onto that later.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What's your funny story about Katori?
Dude, so when we used to rock Apes all the time, Apes 1, like if it was raining or something, Kaduri was still that kind of like weird kid that was in classes and wasn't, You know what I mean? He's still training.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week.
Yeah, it was like this kind of awkward kid that was always around, and I'm trying to do jumps, and he's like always here.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, dude, just like, and he's always trying to talk to me and stuff, and I'm like, bro,
does it, bro?
I'm just like, this kid, bro. I don't know what's his deal. Like, I'm trying to get a session in, and he's just, and then like, I maybe like a couple months pass, and I could tell he was hungry, bro. Like I could tell, like he had the desire.
The fire.
You know what I mean? Like he had it, dude. So I think I came back a few months and I hadn't been training in a while. I was like playing soccer or something.
Just like kind of having those.
Yeah, I was just like,
breaks.
I was just like chilling out. And he was just like, you know, because parkour is like confidence, dude. Like, you know, you can tell someone, they just have this confidence. Like, this is how good I am. I know what I'm doing. He just knew what he was doing, and he was doing this like underbar, and he was like, Joey, bro, come do this underbar with me. And he did it like first tee. I reckon he was warming up on it, but he like did it first tee. And then I was like, looked at it, and I was like, bro, I can't do this underbar. And then I played it off like, nah, dude, like, I don't want to do the underbar, bro. That's like, but straight up Kaduri is like a weapon. And then I just been watching him again, like a fan from afar. He's just been like killing it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fortunate training wise that he's here, man, because like I didn't have anyone on that level of push. Like I had people to train with, but not like that. Not like with someone with that drive, man. Like, oi!
Yeah, he's a freak. He's so good.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I literally just try to impart as much knowledge between me getting mad at him like a married couple as I can.
Yeah, he's a freak. He's like supernaturally strong. Like he just gets it, bro. Like his body just gets it. You know what I mean? Like you can't teach it. I don't think he learned much from classes. Like it was just, you know what I mean? Like he's just natural, dude.
Oh, which brings me to another subject, because I don't think this will happen with him, but I think it happened with you. This is my theory. This is my theory on why people who in my eyes are exceptional at parkour or get very, very good at parkour over a shorter period of time tend to funnel out of it sooner because it's less engaging. Like, did you find, I know this sounds in the least arrogant way possible, did you find parkour a little bit easy by the end? Dude, were you like, I can do this?
I'm not going to lie. Like parkour is like one of the hardest things I've ever done. Like, you know, like to spend hours on a jump and your legs are so gone, but you're still trying to get it. And then you just know it's going downhill. Like you're not going to get it. And then you can't train the rest of the day because you've maxed out. So then you're just like angry the whole day. Like that aspect, it's like one of the hardest things I've ever done. But I did get to a point where it was like, I would see a jump and I'd go, I can do it. I wouldn't do it. I would just be like, I'll walk past like a decent running pre, and I'll just be like, bro, like I can see it, so I'm not gonna do it. I was only doing jumps where I couldn't see myself doing them. Like I did like a 24-foot running pre at Parramatta, and I was like, because I wanted to challenge myself, I was like getting angry. I was like, dude, like I'm not progressing, bro. Like it's like really annoying, you know what I mean? Like what's happening? So one day me and Justin were like training, and it was one of those nighttime sessions where it was sick, like summertime. Everyone had their shirts off. It was just like a good training session. And like I seen this jump, and dude, the jump, I don't want to sound like cocky or whatever.
No, but
it's a ridiculous jump, bro. Like it's like it was like overhauled, like I don't know. It was
Does huge. It still exist? Does it still exist?
It doesn't exist. And but Justin, call Justin and he'll back my story.
Yeah. I'm more for the like curiosity. I'd love to see it in person, you know what I mean?
And
not in doubt of you, but just like, man,
no, 100%.
What you're talking about, I imagine
this is gonna make it sound worse, but it was up as well. And I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
But
you got size like, nine hoofs or 10 hoofs?
10
hoofs. So
I was like running and like just looking at it, and Justin was like, no way. Like, no. And I like, if you watch all my, they're all archived. If you find footage if you find footage, I never used to like run into jumps because power steps. Like there's like little things you learn. Like power steps are way more effective than just sprinting. Like, you get way more power. So it was the first jump where I started sprinting into it, and I hit it. And Justin was like, "Dude, what the heck?" And I was just like, "Bro, that was hectic." And then I was like, after that, I was G'd again. And then, like, I would go out every session, and I wouldn't even care about refining my technique or trying to get better. I would just try and jump as far as I could.
That's so funny. That's not what parkour is, Joey.
Exactly. Like I was not worried about like proper technique or getting stronger. I was just jumping as far as I could,
hitting sick gaps. And then I was like, dude, all right, this is the thing. And then I started to get a little bit bored because I was like, wasn't trying to learn new stuff because big jumps were the only things that like excited me. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, let me stop you quickly. It's not all about jumping as far as you can. It's all about front flipping off as high as you can. Fucking hell, bro. You don't know anything about parkour.
My bad. Maybe if I did some more front flips, I'd still be like rocking it,
That's it. You just went the wrong
I went the wrong way.
Well,
jeez, I was doing jumps. Yeah.
Let me put it this way, because Dom talks about this a lot. That the level that he was at, or possibly still is, I don't know. It's like to get that rush, suddenly you're doing shit where things can really fuck up. And you're like, you're not going to get anything close to that unless it's like high level. And I'm not saying that you can't have fun, Dom, because you just like to fuck around, but to get that rush.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it doesn't have to be size though; it has to be mental. So I'm into dirt. That's where like Kidori and I differ. He's still like got a size boner, whereas I'm like, if it's filthy, I'm for it. You know what I mean? And
you've always been like that. Yeah, always. For as long as I can remember seeing you, you've done that, dude. I got so many stories. All right, I'll save it for later. Okay?
No, don't go now. Tell.
Dude, I have so many stories. Like, all right, okay. So like, first started training, or maybe been training for like a year. And we discovered Sydney had like you guys, and we wigged out. We were like, whoa, like these guys are actually pretty crazy.
What year do you reckon this is? 2010?
2009, 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And like that was peak.
When
like
I first met Marks.
Killing it, right? All right, so let me go back. So my first training session in the city, not my first training session ever. First time we went to the city, Justin took me. Well, we all went together. And do you remember we used to roll in a pack of like 40? It was like...
Yeah. Sydney Parkour Day in that time was so sick.
We used to have like everyone, yeah. But the first session I rocked up to, I didn't train. I sat down and I was scared because this is the crew. Imagine this, right? You're a guy, you just learn how to catfall. I think I was doing like double kongs over tables and I was like sick. I go to the city and it's Greg Eccles, Dom, Antec, Ish, Marks, Greg. Did I say Greg?
Yeah, you said Greg. Josh, right?
Gus, Josh.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. And I sat down and I was like, whoa, like my mind was blown. And Greg did the Chinese garden jump. Like I've never seen anyone
across the grey,
across, but he also did across the water to arm jump, dude.
Oh yeah. I remember that day.
Yes.
Yeah. Because he actually, yeah.
And I was just like, imagine seeing that. I was like, so I had no excuse to get good. You know what I mean? I was like, that's the standard now. Like
we were on that regular vibe, man. Like that crew that you mentioned, like it kind of morphed from the Antec, Josh, and Ish and me crew, and Wisey was there back in the day as well, into that Marks, myself, Greg, like morphed onto that. But like that whole unit of people were
was, you guys are like, you know when there's like mythical creatures, bro? Like honestly, I still have flashbacks to like seeing you guys in flesh and just being like, what the heck? Like, cause no one gave props Sydney, bro. Sydney had the killers, the best killers in the world, bro. Like beast mode, but there was no like big content coming out or whatever. You know.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that age or era of like famous athletes or well-known.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, things.
But like best in the world, in my opinion. I was just like blown away. And then you got Mark's cat arming over electrical boxes.
Oh man, that is still my number one.
What video is that in? That's got to be in Power Level by Carl Luca.
Power Level. Yeah, Power Level, Carl Luca. Yeah, dude, so my first training session, I'm seeing Mark's cat over green boxes.
Jerry,
and I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find it.
Power Level, it should be like
because that is my favorite gap of Mark's.
So and I'm just like, dude, come on. I'm just like, it's not fair, really.
To me, then I remember being like the only thing I really sounds like still relevant now. The only thing I remember being able to do back then was take impact. Like, well, I didn't have tech or like power even back then.
But even you doing like Rudy's on concrete was such a big deal because you know like we were just learning how to twist, and seeing you do Rudy's on concrete and do back handsprings and like your style and everyone had like this cool thing.
Wait, he did Rudy on concrete?
More prevalent back in the day. Yeah. I did it because Danny did it.
Yeah, you used to throw it. It was dope.
Yeah, but like, so that's something that you say there that's really not as apparent nowadays. Everyone had their own like distinct style and way
everyone's
of
so
going.
different. Like Josh used to do his run up and he used to go like stutter, and then like 2 steps before the cat, bang, and then he would land it and would be like, what the heck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was an anomaly because he was so inflexible, but had like the most intense amount of power that you could possibly imagine.
Yeah. Shout out Josh, big legend.
Yeah, bro. He's I should get him on sometime, man. The stories he would tell.
Dude, I drive past Bondi sometimes as I see him.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, yo, Joshy, and he just looks like, who was that?
I mean, he knows everyone in Bondi, bro. So it's like he's probably getting 6 of those per day.
But Josh is a beast. Shout out. Yeah. So like mythical creatures.
So Jarran, well, see, that's the funny thing is for me, the mythical creatures were always overseas until like when. So for me, you, Hisu, Carl, all became like your own mythical beast, and Oliver Lister, of course. Like that, you guys have all became like really, really special and high level in movement, with unique style as well. So like, do you notice now that I feel like there's less individual style and more conformed style in free running? Like I don't know how much you watch, but
I feel like there's conformed moves. So to be at the standard, you have to have certain moves. So that's why I feel like everyone's style's similar. Like to be at top level, you got to be able to do like cast fulls or whatever, for example. So everyone does cast fulls. You know what I mean? That's why I think it gets a little bit repetitive, but
I can't find this thing from Marks.
Well, I put the video in there that's from that era just then, and I just send it into the group chat now. So hopefully you can ping that up there, and you can just let that play on the side silently
until Marks comes up with it.
No, until I can find you Power Level if you want.
No, I found Power Level.
You found? Oh, just let it play on the side, bro.
Oh,
we got time.
Fine, it's in there.
People should just watch it. It's history.
Yeah,
and then they don't have to worry about our voices being boring and faces being.
What is it? The viewer discretion. Things are wider than they appear. Or what is that? Is it that video?
Yeah, I think it is.
Shout out Carl
jumps
Luca.
Jumps are bigger than they appear on screen. So,
Shout out Carl Luca. Always had the vibes with the videos. Beast.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I guess that's right. With the moveset thing, like there is like, you know, this, you need this double full here, you need this double cork here, you need Sukahara or Katahara now is like the in fashion one. You need doubles is
you need doubles, bro. Essential.
Yeah. And it's cool though, because there is still different envelopes. Like I feel like there's people who go down like the flip pre, more parkour free run, like parkour adapted style with free running, and then there's people who just like have wham acrobatics and then use obstacles.
Yeah, literally.
Which is also more that moveset style, I believe, because like Ed Scott doesn't move like those people. Ed Scott's got his own fucking fridge style.
Dude, when I watch him, I'm like, you know when you see someone and it looks like they're trying to run really hard, but they're not going anywhere? Like, I'm just like, bro, this guy's so powerful, and he's just like stomps the ground. He's like, dah, 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 like just legging it. And I'm like, bro, this guy's a weapon.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But that's like where I think, like I would stress to people who are coming up training, if there's any younger viewers or younger free runners watching, like work on your style, work on your individualism.
100%.
Find the aesthetic to the way you move, as well as like the efficiency, because Carl posted an interesting post. Carl's getting a lot of love in this. Carl posted an interesting post in Sydney Parkour today, where it was saying like he's a big fan of Brandon Douglas, who's someone who moves really efficiently, but then when he watches his movement, he doesn't find it engaging because of the lack of aesthetic value, per se. You know,
Brandon Douglas is from Canada.
Colorado, I believe.
Colorado, and he's really bouncy, real springy. Yeah, he used to train with Dylan Baker.
Yep,
dude, my memory is banging. Oh my god.
so what have you done since you stopped parkour? Like, when do you think you stopped parkour and started being a photographer?
I don't even know. Like, well, it's a long story why I stopped parkour as well. Like, it was the whole fact where it wasn't that I got bored. Like, I still loved it, but we just got back from the Adelaide trip and Kaza had snapped his leg.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Cameron, the biggest legend in the world. Yeah, so that was horrifying. Like, I stayed with you on the beach, bro. Dude, I know it was disgusting.
Like, I know that
if he's cool with it, maybe give a little brief rundown of the story.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure he's cool.
Just because other people at home wouldn't know.
Yeah, so we went to Adelaide for, what was it, in Adelaide? Like the National Adelaide Gathering.
Yeah, that's what we do down here.
Yeah, and we went rock climbing. And I was like, dude, these rocks are so boring. So I like went up front and I was like going by myself. And I just heard this like scream, dude, like, ah! And I was like, oh my God, has someone, like, we were high up, like we were really high up.
What do you reckon meters wise, like 10, 15?
How tall is like taller? I don't know, very tall.
Tall is tall?
Let's just say, like, I'm surprised he only broke his leg. That's how tall it was. Like, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, right.
And I just see Philip's head like pop around the corner and he's like, it's Kaza. And I'm like, oh, dude. So we all climbed down, and no joke, his leg is like in half, almost like holding on by skin, dude. Like, it was crazy.
Fuck.
And the survival mission was crazy. Like, Rico from Newcastle, weapon, pretty much like strapped him up. It was crazy because everyone kept going because, you know, we didn't.
You can't,
Yeah. And it was just me, Rico, and I forgot another guy from Melbourne who was a beast as well.
Sam Carter?
No, not Carter.
No, Luke?
No.
It
was like an OG from Melbourne.
Chipper.
Yeah, I think it was Chipper.
Yeah, it makes sense. It would be. He's very responsible and knows his shit.
Yeah, and they like strapped his leg with like a splint. But the thing was, we were in a cove. So we were like trapped in this cave. So we had to call these canoers who were down there because the helicopter couldn't land. So and the boat couldn't come in, and the tide was coming in, dude. So it was like intense, and we had to call these canoers down like the waves, and like they let us borrow one of their canoes, and we put Kaza on and literally walked around the cove like under the water, like drowning, like walking in. Took him to the beach. The boat came, picked him. No, the boat couldn't come. Someone else saw us. They saw like the helicopter, and I think we canoed him out to their boat, and then they took him to the shore where the ambulance was.
Wow.
And Kaza was stuck in Adelaide for like 2 weeks, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kaz. And it was just like, I went home and I was like, dude, Kaz is never going to train again. Props to him. He's still training.
Yeah, bro.
Like, he's a weapon.
He's out there jumping. He's still
doing,
fucking killing it.
He's doing bigger jumps than he was before.
Yeah. He's still on it, bro. I trained with him sometime earlier this year.
Bro, he's so... Like, honestly, if someone else fell, I don't know what would have happened. Because Kaz is so strong. So I was like, the way he bounced back was pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like my number one training buddy, dude. So when Kaz was out, I was just like so bummed, and I was like terrified about his leg, and I was like, dude, my homie just snapped his leg. Like, I was like scarred.
Yeah, I get that.
And I was like worried about him, and like his family were like stressing out, and he was stuck in Adelaide. It was random. Yeah.
Just the whole experience kind of left a really bad taste with everything.
It was just random, because then Kaz has stopped training, obviously, because of his leg.
Mm-hmm.
Justin, just shout out Justin, weapon. Everyone knows Justin, big dive rolls.
Yeah.
He's like owns his own mechanic now. He's killing it. So he was doing that. Yeah, bro, he's a beast. So he was doing that stuff, and then I just didn't really have anyone to train with. And you were overseas, Dom. You were killing it.
Yeah, I'd left by then.
Yeah, you were beast mode. And Marks was doing his music thing. Like Gus went, you know what I mean?
Well, Gus went Gus.
Gus went Gus.
Well, Gus had a shoulder issue, didn't he?
Yeah, so we have the same shoulder, me and Gus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But did you get it on Amazon?
Gus just did a double backflip, by the way.
2-for-1 special.
Yeah, Gus is double backflip. Is it off the...
We're watching Power Level. Yeah. We have been for the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, perfect.
No marks over the electrical box, by the way.
Must have been a different video from him. There was another earlier one that got flagged and then a whole bunch of shit.
Might be.
But the point is, electricity box marks Konged over it.
Just get it in your head and learn that happened.
I mean, people who watch this channel should know what an electricity box in Australia looks like, because Kadori loves
obviously. Them. Oh yeah, true. You guys have been slipping to a lot of them at the moment.
We used to have a saying when we first started training: if there's an electricity box, it's a spot.
There's a spot. Yeah.
There's a spot.
Still a saying, I reckon.
Still a saying, yeah.
Because it's just, a block.
Literally.
You got a block outside, guys.
Just jump on it.
I was saying the other day, like the best spot in Sydney. Well, Joe was saying the best spot in Sydney is the wharf, and it's just like a plank of wood in the water.
Literally, it's the best spot.
It's like, oh shit, it's pretty true. It's just like...
The gap's like the main gap is like 6 feet. Like, it's so small, but it's like the best spot.
Bro, there's so many variations, and it's like over water. Woo.
Exactly. Whoa.
So good.
It's crazy.
So we should probably field some questions from people who watch. Jarran, do you just want to spit questions? Because then I have to put my phone out and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well,
your hat is pants. I just realized that your hat is pants.
I think it's a bag.
Yeah, it's just a bag.
Oh.
It's actually just a bag. I don't know. Everyone else is doing shit, and I'm just like, what do I have with me?
Saturday night, I'm running around the house trying to find shit. Like, whoa, where's the sunglasses? Go.
Yeah, no. Weekly World of Parkour. I can't actually read anything.
Oh, well, Weekly World of Parkour, I can cover. Stuff happened. People did jumps. Honestly, I haven't really, just for the life of me, can't recall much of what's been going on. Some people have been killing it and doing cool shit. I mean, it's summer in Europe, so everyone's been like on their shit. I just watched the Modus video. Oh, the Team Fat video and Jimmy's video. Okay, those are cool things. So Jimmy made a video of the evolution of Manpower Gap.
That was
fucking amazing.
It was good.
Like so sick to just see that whole process. Bro, the fact that David Bell did the jump in 1997 or 1998, that fucking wrinkles my head.
Yeah. It's a big trip out.
Like that's like 20 years essentially before. It's like 10 years before I started training, knew what it was, and it's 20 years before I even went to the gap.
To be the first one to do it is terrifying, dude.
I was like, yeah.
Imagine being the first one. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm gonna try it.
You know it'll work, but you don't know if it'll work.
Exactly.
I was hitting Marcus. I'm like, there's no tree. When he did the jump, there's no tree. Like, what the fuck? It's like a totally like even in B13 there wasn't a tree. Like,
dude, I love that movie, bro.
It's so good.
B13 is such a good movie.
Man. I can watch it to this day, French or dubbed, doesn't matter.
Dude, the dub is so funny.
The dub actually adds like comedic value.
Yeah, it's great. That chase scene is so iconic, man. Far out.
I don't know anyone who doesn't know it. If you're watching this channel and you don't know the B13 chase scene, GTFO.
Go watch it.
Probably that.
Go find it and watch it.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
And then GTFO.
I've been through the whole fucking thing, and I'm at the end, and all the questions were at the end anyway.
Okay, cool. Question time. Come on, ask your questions. We're gonna answer them. It's Jarran, Dom, and Joey.
Got a question. Ellipsis. Whenever you watch a generic parkour fail compilation, there's always a clip of a kid doing a huge front flip over a felled tree, and he lands balls first on these haggard roots. That's not a question. Man,
it's a statement.
Yeah, that's a statement.
Is he asking if that kid is someone? Yeah, it's Joey. That kid is Joey that you see in every video where that kid, it's actually Joey. You're right, bro. Well done, Ellipsis.
Good work,
that's actually
Ellipsis.
A parkour Easter egg that you've just spotted.
You've won a free shirt.
Like, if you go to the store, put it on, walk out, trust me, you've won it. You've won it, bro.
Tell him Dom sent me.
All right, next question. Will your videos have Russian subtitles?
Oh, man. I don't...
Who's going to do it?
Yeah, who's going to do that?
Нет, сука, блядь, don't know actual Russian, just speak shitty Russian accent.
You do it, Dom.
Yeah, one day.
I'm sure you've got a fan that would be like, hey, Dom, I'll do the Russian.
Yeah.
I'll do the Russian thing for you.
If you want to make Russian subtitles for my video and you speak Russian and English, email me at therealdomtomato@gmail.com. And you can subtitle my videos in Russian.
Dom's about to blow up in Russia.
Let's go.
Hope not. Don't spam my email. That'd be shit.
Oh yeah, you just put your email out.
You did just give all.
But it's my business email. Just don't.
Oh yeah.
Don't be a dick about it. Don't be a dick about it.
Come on, guys.
All right, next question. All right, these questions are not very well formatted. I'll have to do it for you. It's the worst bail imaginable. Do any of your guys know the story of that bail session ? It's from like the early 2000s.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, bro, yeah. Right, there was like Trumpy, Jumpy, Lumpy, and Blaze. Yeah. And they were all there. And so what happened was one of them was like, bro, I'm going to do this jump. And he failed. And so the other guy was like, well, obviously I'm a front flip that jump. And then he failed. And then Stimpy was like, I'm going to do it one leg, and then broke that leg. And it was like, that's already 3 bails down and we're only halfway through the 7.
It was a bail session. It was a bail session.
In 2000, right?
Yeah.
Yep. That's the one.
What we could touch on
8.
Is Sam Carter like breaking?
I'm not touching Sam Carter.
Why won't you touch?
I did enough of that
Carter.
when he was a child. What?
Oh my god!
What Sam Carter front flip to? Was it double leg snap?
What? Oh, okay. So Max Lee Abbott did a front flip to arm and dislocated his knee.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, and then Sam Carter did a side flip over a gap and hit his head.
Okay.
There was 2 walls and he went side.
Man, you should do all of the sound effects for your videos.
For my videos? Yeah, that'd be great.
Man.
Hey, I got you a microphone.
I outsource it to some angry old guy, don't worry.
Oh, I got called a boomer in the chat, by the way. I'll read that out. It's pretty good. We were talking about the fucking thing. The book.
No way. Oh, the book.
The book, and it says, ha ha ha, that physical coffee book comment was so millennial, ha ha ha, from a crispy old boomer.
Oi, crispy old boomer.
I got fucking served.
That's definitely the title of your next track. Crispy old boomer? Crusty old boomer. Crispy old boomer.
Yeah, it's even better.
Crispy bacon.
You could even use that as a caption for one of your photos, bro. Fuck, we could really pimp this out. Not
Instagram. Oh, who?
Joey.
Oh.
As if he can't use. Yeah, that's like a caption for someone there. Bang.
Next photo, I'll do it.
Yeah,
Man,
I'll use the hashtag.
I was gonna change my Instagram bio to that. Fuck you.
Well, you still can. We're making the most out of this joke, Jarran. We're really getting our miles out of our humor here.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, dude.
Right. How your PK career started, ? Parentheses, sponsorships, etc. So I don't know if that's how did yours start or how to. Because the sentence isn't great.
I mean, I'm just going to say mine. From the beginning, I was like, yo, it'd be sick if I could get sponsored, and then tried to get people to sponsor me. But then no one sponsored me for a really long time, so I just kept training. And then after keeping training, I eventually got good enough that people wanted to sponsor me. And that is the story of how you get sponsored.
Big move.
Boom.
Boomer.
I think a lot of people suck more than they care to admit in the early years, and they're like, oh, I should be sponsored. It's like, you shut up.
You suck.
You fucking suck. Maybe
You
just train
suck,
for longer.
dude. Just keep training.
Yeah, that's my advice. If you're like, I should be sponsored, train another 5 years, and then see what
Say
happens.
it again.
Say it again, yeah. Do you remember that guy, Damien someone, Vanille's mate, Red Bull?
Yeah, dude. Remember we called him,
Damien
just called him
Roden.
Red Bull. He wore a Red Bull hat once. We just called him Red Bull.
Done. How much cooler was the scene back then? We were just bullies.
It was it was crazy. Red Bull.
But he owned it. He owned it as well. He didn't even shy away.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I'm going to be Red Bull sponsored, which I don't know.
I think
he should have pursued it, bro.
inspired him.
I think that was
He inspired me. I was like, I'm going to pursue my dreams hard too then.
Yeah,
I just didn't want to be called Red Bull. I'd rather go by Red Bull Man, because that's like a more superhero title. Like, Red Bull Man. It's me, Red Bull Man. You want Red Bull? I've got it.
Well, apparently you just have a fucking Bunnings Warehouse t-shirt on instead.
Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Nice.
Right.
If you find a better offer on one of our items, we'll beat it by 10%. Bunnings Warehouse. Yeah. Man, I got so many of those jingle stuff in my head still from when I was like a baby. Do you remember? Lube Mobile will come to you. That's 13, 30, 32. That's 13, 30, 32. Yeah.
No, the best was the reading and writing hotline.
I remember
No, that's Pizza Hut. Oh, what's the reading and writing hotline?
I don't know, but they always did the thing.
No, Jarran, what is it?
I don't know. The pressure's on now. Fuck.
I still remember Pizza Hut 948-11111. Pizza Hut delivery.
Yeah.
Oh, they get you.
Another one for me was in Brisbane was 4KQ Classic Hits.
They do it here. What is it?
I don't know. Today FM.
Yeah, Today FM or something.
Smooth 95.3. All right, I think that's probably where we'll fucking tune out of the show, because it's just descended into jingles.
What do you mean? We haven't even gone through any of the questions.
What you said?
I never said that we'd finished. I never said that we'd finished.
Okay, then get to the question.
Jesus. All right, I don't understand this one anyway, but do you think there is value in parkour games?
Yes.
Explain, Joey.
Do you want to elaborate on what the question means and then elaborate on the answer?
Nah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Yes.
I'm gonna say parkour games like video games, good idea to just bring more like interest to the industry and more knowledge around it, but also parkour games like Parkour Tag, also a fun idea, because why not use the parkour skills that you have in actual situations that you might have, like, you know, like people like, oh yeah, I practice parkour in case like I have to run for the bus one day, or in case I'm in a burning building. It's like, yeah, but what if you want to just use those skills for like games?
Yeah.
All right, one more question and we out, okay? One more question and
I'm
we're
cheating,
out.
bro.
I know. Which countries haven't been foraged yet for spots?
Antarctica.
There you go.
I bet you they've got 6 spots around like the concrete huts that are built there. It's just a bit cold, so wear a jacket. Zimbabwe, they haven't had their spots like fully like checked out.
Orange.
You know what I mean? Like oranged.
Yeah, orange.
Orange, yeah. I know it does.
Gus is from Orange. Damn it. There's nowhere, really.
You guys are just talking craziness now. You've ruined the whole podcast.
We are talking. Wait. You know what we're talking, Jarran? Oh. We're talking trash.
Trash.
If you don't cut it right there, we're not friends.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Peace.
Peace out.